We discovered a new type of life on Earth. Have you guys heard about this? It's not a mammal. It's not a fungus. It's something different. Okay. Spoiler alert. It's long extinct. Is it male or female? Okay, because I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna lean towards male, only because because of the way that it's shaped. Okay, can you get rid of the freaking? Thank you. Okay, hold on. Let me just drop you guys the freaking boom. There it is. Standing tall and attention. There they are. That's them. Prehistoric beings. It's not a mushroom. It's not fungus. Wait, is that the 3D printed sword? All right, no. It's not a fungus. That's the thing. Check this out. All right, scientists love to put things in categories. In the natural world, life is divided into several categories: animals, plants, fungus, protists such as algae or amoebas, bacteria, archaea, microscopic single-celled organisms. But recent research has suggested this list might not be exhaustive. That's because a prehistoric cylindrical life form that some UK scientists think belonged to a now extinct, totally unique branch in the tree of life. Totally unique, brand spanking new. The strange organism in question is called a prototaxites. Prototaxites? There's a few different ways that you could pronounce it. I probably nailed it in one of those. Pick and choose. Have fun. And lived approximately 440 to 360 million years ago. These organisms evolved during the period where we think the Earth initially became habitable for animals like ourselves. Benjamin Mills, professor of Earth System Evolution of the University of Leeds, told BBC Science Focus. Mills was not involved in this research. It was this time when atmospheric oxygen reached breathable levels, which we attribute to plants and fungus spreading across the land surface and boosting global photosynthesis rates. Prototaxites, that's the one I'm going to go with. Prototaxites could tower up to 8 meters. Wow, 8 meters. That's huge. That's like 15 feet tall. Something like that. Which is giant. So like this, that's 15 feet tall, right? Yeah, that's giant. So, I mean, now looking around, the rest of these plants are actually giants. Just call them protococs. That's so typical. Wait, who just said that? This is so typical. I wonder if it tastes good. That's an American right there. Scientists have been arguing about what this thing is since the first prototaxites fossils were discovered back in 1843. Recent research concluded that it was a type of weird fungus. However, a new study that has not yet been peer-reviewed, scientists analyzed the fossilized remains of the prototaxites tidy, a smaller species of prototaxites found in Scotland, and concluded that it was not fungus after all, but instead something totally distinct. Prototaxites have always been a unique mystery, but assuming it was a fungus has helped us place it within our current understanding of how life and Earth have interacted over time, said Mills. But this new work shows quite confidently that the prototaxites was not part of this plant fungal radiation and was something else entirely. The scientists analyzed fossils of prototaxite, or I'll just P tidy and P tidy. I mean, it's just asking for it. Sorry. And compared it with the fossilized remains of true fungus from the same era preserved at the same place. Inside P tidy were masses of tubes, just like modern fungi. But the scientists found these tubes were quite different from fungal tubes, branching off and reconnecting strangely. Also, most fungal cells contain a chemical called chitin, or chitosan. But when the scientists analyzed the molecular structure of P. tidy, they found no evidence of chitin at all. Instead, the cells contained something called lignin. There's a lot of good setups in here, a lot of good layups. All right. Anyway, sorry. More similar to the wood or the bark of plants. It's worth pointing out that chitin can be present in tiny amounts in fungal cells or even completely absent. Professor of microbiology Neil Gao says, however, the scientists conclude that P. tidy was not a fungus and came from a lineage that is now extinct. We know these organisms didn't survive, said Mills. But what if they and others like them had done and had dominated the land surface? Would our oxygen-rich atmosphere have lasted? Or maybe they exist in the ocean somewhere that we don't know, because we've only explored what, like 20% of our oceans? We found that out the other day when we found that they discovered what, like 800 and something new species of plants and animal life down in Antarctica, right? And it's like 20% of the ocean. This kind of stuff could exist at the bottom of the ocean. Like, who knows, right? How would we know? These questions are very important when we think about the possibility for habitable planets or intelligent oxygen-breathing life existing elsewhere.